Hi everyone, so this video today is on using Pythagoras to find the longest side. So normally in class I would go through what Pythagoras is. I would show you a demonstration on why the sides are linked in the way that they are. And I'm going to attach a nice YouTube clip to the session so that you can see what I'm talking about. So basically, Pythagoras was a Greek mathematician, and he came up with a theory that if you knew the square of two sides on a right angle triangle, this only works with a right angle triangle by the way, you would be able to find the third square on the missing side basically. So if I know these two sides, I can work out this missing side here, knowing the squares on the sides here would fit together to make this one. So that's what he proved. He proved that these two, if they had squares drawn on them, like this, okay, 10 by 10 and 7 by 7, that they would be able to be cut out in a particular way and they would fit on the square of this side, okay? So that was his theorem. And this is how we write it now. We write a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Some people write h squared here instead of c squared, but I'm going to use c. Okay, so C represents the longest side on the triangle. Okay, we call this the hypotenuse. Okay, and that will come into discussion when we look at the next part of finding sides and angles in right angle triangles. So hypotenuse. Okay, so this one is always opposite the right angle. So if you're not sure if it's the longest side or not, it's always the side that's opposite the right angle. So this side is always going to be C. It could be that your triangle is the wrong way round, but it's always the one that's opposite the right angle. Okay? The other two sides are A and B, and it doesn't matter which way round you put those. Okay? So this side's going to be A, and this side's going to be B. Okay, so all I need to do now is substitute in the information that I know into this formula. So if it's a squared, I know that a is 10. So I'd write 10 squared, okay, plus, now b squared, so b is 7, so it'd be 7 squared, and that equals c squared, because that's the one we're working out, so we don't know it yet. Okay, so 10 squared is 100. And I know that 7 squared is 49, so that equals c squared. So 149 is c squared. Now, this is not what I want. I don't want c squared. I want c on its own. Now, I know basically that there's a square drawn on here that has an area of 149. That's what that's telling me. So what I need to do now is work out the length of one of the sides of that square. And basically, you do the inverse of squaring, which is square root. So I need to do now the square root of 149 to tell me the length of C. So I can use my calculator. So the square root of 149 is 12.2 centimetres. And that is all I have to do. If you're still a little bit unsure, okay, I'm going to make another video where I go through showing you why the squares fit together. So if you want to have a look at that, you can. What I'm going to do now is go through another question, but I'm not going to talk and it's going to be in a little bit of a faster mode. So if you want to have a look at another one, you can. Otherwise, you are quite capable of going on to do the questions. Okay, thanks guys.